What's up, Chroma Clubbers and Doodle Clubbers? Embrace the power of the doodle. Okay, well, the experience last night with eating the hot sauce with scones really kind of hurt me. And I feel like actually that's not the right way to experiment. They're kind of negative experiments and they're positive experiments. Now let's try positive experiments. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to now try to eat vegan for 1 week. And what vegan is that you don't eat anything with meat or animal products whatsoever. So I went to a vegan restaurant today and I picked up this veggie crepe. Let's see if you can see this. It's pretty good. What's cool about this is that if you eat it, like it fills you up, but you don't feel full, like you don't feel heavy. So we'll try this, and then I will post the latest demo that I'm working on today at the end of this video, and you can decide whether the vegan experiment was better or the hot sauce with scone experiment was better. Take care and stay tuned. What's up, Chroma Clubbers and Doodle Clubbers? Okay, well, I spent the day working on the bow tie project where instead of attacking a boss, sometimes you have to paint or make something for the boss. And I don't know, I felt kind of better. I mean, the food didn't bring me down, so I'm kind of happy about that. But actually, I was spent most of the day in bed because I was still sick from whatever happened yesterday. And I think it's a lesson because honestly, when I was about to put the hot sauce on the scone yesterday, something internally said, you know what, don't do too much of this. And I just ignored it. And I think sometimes we all have these voices or kind of this inner guidance. And I ignored it, and now I'm still violently sick from that stuff. I mean, I think sometimes our mind knows what's going to be bad for us, and sometimes we got to listen. Even though I know it wouldn't have made for a good video, but I think that's the lesson. Anyways, so here's what I coded. Basically, now when you see a boss, what you would do is you would go up to the boss, and if it's not someone you would attack, but kind of like a little thing where you would help them out, you would tap them. And it would be like, draw a bow tie. So let me just draw a bow tie. So I'm going to draw it like this. And I'm going to color it in. And that's what I'm trying to figure out is kind of cool things where you actually have to help bosses instead of attack them. Who says that you have to always attack bosses? I think that's kind of silly. I talked to Godly, one of the players in Doodle Club, and we have some cool ideas like maybe draw butterflies or make flowers or draw stuff like a moon or clouds, which I think I mentioned before. So if you have suggestions on peaceful or constructive things that you can do where you're kind of helping people out in the world or helping bosses out in the world, let me know. Because I think that always attacking, that's just so many other games already do that. And I think part of it is you have to be unique. So anyway, okay, we're back. I kind of spent the time coloring it in, and now I'm going to just kind of add the little polka dots so that it's kind of cool. And, okay, and you hit OK, and let's see what happens. I think that's cool. You see the little boss wearing a bow tie now. And I think there can be other things like maybe a hat or something else that you kind of dress them up with or do other stuff. Someone also mentioned that we could maybe give them weapons or something else like that. But what do you think of this? I think this is actually more unique and it's more interesting. I'm open to suggestions. And now let's go on to the other thing, which is I want to give a shout out to Terry the Inkling Squid Kid for coming up with some of the terrain ideas that I'm going to put in the next version. And here's a quick demo of the artwork now applied to the world. So this would be kind of like a volcano area and you'd be traveling on it. So let me know what you think. I think it's actually cooler that people can doodle kind of how the terrain looks. This looks even way better than I feel the original part. Let me know what you think of this. Do you feel that this kind of feels like you're in a volcano area? And let me know if you like this and any other suggestions you have. So thanks again for the terrain. And I already gave the shout out. So now let's move on to the next thing. Now on to Ask CCH. Okay, Lovely Doodler, the Valentine's Doodler asks, what is the hardest part when developing a game? I think if you want to develop a unique game, the hardest part is actually figuring out something new that's fun. And as you can see, I'm kind of doing that with the Doodle world, where it's not really copying other types of games, but it's still difficult because you're trying to figure out something new that's actually fun. So I think that's the hardest part, but it's the most fun part too. Yo Nadia asks, hug attack, let's be friends. Okay, well, I'll give you a fist bump. That's the best I can do. Aidenator asks, hey, I don't know any question really. Can we have a week about food? That's a good idea. Maybe we will have a food week soon, so I'll consider that. Okay, well, that's it for Ask CCH. Thanks for all of the questions. Suggest anything that you think that we should do for tomorrow. I'm going to continue the vegan experiment, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm also going to work on the terrain because I think the terrain needs to be drastically improved, and we'll go from there. Take care, and embrace the power of the doodle. Take care.